Hey, this is Brian B. with Miss Megan, West Coast Swing Online. We're talking about turning, and specifically we're talking about our arm position during turns, right? So what are we doing with our arms and hands during different types of turns, and how do we think about that? I'm just going to spin her back here just because I thought it would be fun. And how do we think about that? So in my teaching, I use a term called the Barbie arm. So if you remember Barbie, not that I had a Barbie, they told me about this. I didn't even have a sister. That Barbie's arm swung from this joint and was not able to go over top of her own head. So in a turning scenario for the girl, if we set Megan forward on that right foot, when she rotates, she is actually going under the guy's arm, right? So whether or not the guy makes a big circle over her head or a much tighter circle, she's never going under her own arm, right? Because I didn't participate in that turn, only Megan did. So if we spin back the other way, we have a 1, 2, slow-mo, 3, and she's traveling under my hand. Even in something as simple as a sugar tuck, 2, 3, and she's not going on her own. If she goes on her own, go ahead, she's going under her own arm, right? I want her to travel under my hand or my arm, right? So for the girl, there's an L shape to this arm, basically. For the guy, if we put, I'm going to put Megan on this side. For the guy, we have 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to rotate this around her head. Every time I curl around her head, she re-steps and we have another turn. So the guy is always creating a halo around the girl's head. Even in a 1-foot spin scenario or a pirouette scenario, I am rotating around her head to create the turn. So every time that I create a halo, she applies another turn and stays balanced, yes? If at any time she ends up going under her own arm, gone, the turn's over. I don't know if Megan can even be this bad. Oh, that's awful. And off it goes, right? So you can immediately see, you can rewind that slow-mo out of balance. So for the girl, maintain that L-shaped position. For the guy, make sure that you're in a position with your body to be able to reach over top of her head, right? Even in some crazy cool scenario, over her head, over her head, over her head, over her head, and so on and so forth. So those are some things that you can think about your arm position to help improve your turns.